so you lock the door. But don't you stay that way.
No more living in no shadows. You and me, we know how that goes.
'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never, never be the same.
Little bit of life is shining. Bottle up to keep on shining.
You can prove there's more to you. You cannot be afraid. Come alive, come alive. Go and light your life. Let it burn so bright. Reach it up to the sky. And it's open wide. You're electrified. And the world becomes a fantasy. And you're more than you could ever be. 'Cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in. 'Cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive.
Good morning, Central Elementary. Today is Tuesday, November 14th, and it is another beautiful day. It is sunny, high of 66 degrees, and just a 12% chance that we have some rain. So for lunch today, you can expect to have homemade chili, chicken, and chicken noodle soup. It's that time of year. This would be good with some cinnamon rolls. I wonder if we're going to have cinnamon rolls with it today. All right, here is your daily joke, and it is Thanksgiving themed. Why didn't the pilgrims want to make bread? Because it's a crummy job. All right, birthdays today. Once again, we don't have any, so we will go on to our special announcements. Our character counts word of the month is citizenship. So all month long, all November long, your teachers are looking for students in your class that show citizenship and demonstrate what it looks like to be a good citizen. Another way that you can be a good citizen is by having good manners. Always making sure that you have polite behavior in the classroom, in the social setting, and encourage others to say please, thank you, and excuse me, yes ma'am, yes sir. All of those different things show that you have good manners, and that in turn, you are respectful. So hopefully you are doing all of those. On to our next thing. Yesterday, we celebrated World Kindness Day, and you had no idea unless you got caught being kind. For those students that got caught being kind, you guys got 2 dojo points and were recognized for doing something kind to others. So you never know when you are going to be recognized for the great things that you are doing. So we appreciate all of you that are doing kind things to others, and we appreciate you for being caught being kind. On to our next thing, the Dojo Big Ideas video. Yesterday we watched our video about the maze and how Mojo got through that maze. So Mojo recognizes when he is in the maze and supports his fellow monsters in the musical. And so we talked about that just a bit yesterday. Today, I want you to think about this question. How was Katie feeling before it was her moment to go on stage? And how do you know she felt this way? And that was towards the end, that aha moment, and then the newspaper article and all of that. So how was Katie feeling before it was her moment to go out on stage? And how do you know she felt this way? Turn and talk. All right. I hope that you guys had a good short conversation. And, I think Katie was nervous. I think she was. But I think she was super proud of herself at the end. She definitely went out of her comfort zone, and it definitely paid off in the end. This entire week, we are taking STAR test. And that is to see how much growth you have made since the beginning of the school year until now. So we do expect you to do your very best on that. During that time, you should be making sure that you're reading through the questions, making sure that you're taking your time, making sure that you are reading through the answers and eliminate the ones that you know, hey, that's not the right choice. So use those testing techniques to help you do better on that. Take your time. We want to make sure that you are growing, because if you're not, we're going to be looking at that test to see what we need to do to ensure that you are growing as a student here. So that STAR test is extremely important. Everyone taking it, please take your time, do your best, and we can't wait to see how much growth you have made over the past few months. Yesterday we talked about our school safety, and we're going to continue to talk about that all week until we take our Light the Way pledge. So today we want you to join in and be part of the solution in our school to make it safe and enjoyable for everybody. And so I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say. Every single classroom and every room in this building has some maps up on the wall near the door. And if you're not sure where those are at, your teacher can point those to you. But I want you all to know where those are located, because in the event that we do have an emergency, those are going to be telling you where to go. And also know where the safety binders are at. Those are located right next to the maps that are hanging on the wall. They have a green front and a red back. And so you also need to know where those are at in the event that your teacher's not in the classroom and you need to know what to do. Maybe you have a substitute, or for some reason there's an adult in there that doesn't know what to do. At least you will know what to do. So on those maps, there are secondary routes. That means you usually go in a primary route to escape the building. If there's a fire drill or anything, you guys always take the primary route. So that's your first way out of the building. There are secondary routes on there in the event that the path that you take outside is blocked for any reason. So be sure that you know that your secondary routes. Also on there is the severe weather locations. It'll tell you and your class where to go in the event that we have severe weather. It tells you where the fire extinguishers are, the fire alarm, the AED, and much more. So those maps are extremely important. All of the different colors on them represent something different, and I hope that you all take a moment to look at those today. So also want to make sure that you guys are on the appropriate voice level and staying with your class and responding very quickly in the event that we do have an emergency of any kind. Safety is the top priority. I want to make sure during those times that is not a time to be goofing off. That is time to make sure that you are safe where you need to be promptly. So with that being said, I want to make sure that you are making sure that you are remembering your actions and how they affect others. So be intentional today with your actions, and going along with what we're talking about, make sure that you are lighting the way, setting a positive example for others. On to our next thing, our expectation reminders. This is a reminder that we are talking about dismissal time and how you can be respectful as keeping your hands and feet and objects to yourself, and being sure that you are on a voice level 0 as you come down the hall and as you sit down. Some of us are not doing that, and unfortunately we're losing some dojo points there. Be sure that you are doing what is expected of you. On to our weekly quote. Citizenship is the chance to make a difference, to the place where you belong. You belong here at school. I hope that you are making a positive difference in this school, and I hope that you're doing something good for others, and I hope that you are being a good citizen here at Central Elementary. So at this time, if you would, please stand for the pledge. This is a respectful moment, so we're on a voice level 0. Place your right hand over your heart and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And while you're standing, let's say the school motto. The key to success begins with me. Respectful, responsible, and ready I'll be. Have a great day, boys and girls, and always know that you are loved.
I see it in your eyes. You believe that lie, that you need to hide your face. Afraid to step outside.